Starbucks is betting on mugs and macchiato art as part of its new CEO's plan. According to Bloomberg, when customers walk into Starbucks, when they walked into Starbucks this week, actually on Monday, the vibes
Yeah.
are going to be different. Did you feel it? I did not feel it, but did you feel it, Chris? Did you go into
I
a
haven't
Starbucks
been
on
yet
Monday?
this week. I haven't been to
Okay.
Starbucks yet, but we get
All
to
right.
Florida. This is the first thing I'm doing.
Okay. Workers will now ask guests if they want drinks for here or to go, offering ceramic mugs for those who want to stay. Baristas will also be more vigilant. This is my favorite about topping macchiatos with a caramel crosshatch pattern made up of exactly 7 vertical lines and 7 horizontal lines, which will take 7 minutes too long, in my opinion, finished with a spiral. Now, Chris, do you agree with new CEO Brian Niccol's move to offer ceramic mugs to in-store customers and do a crosshatch caramel pattern? What do you think?
Oh my God. There's so many jokes coming into my head. But anyway, to answer that question, no, I actually don't. I think he's moving way too fast on this, Ann. Way too fast. I've said on the show many times, I've been 100% bought in on the 4 minutes or less idea. And I
Yes.
have noticed a discernible difference in store wait times versus ordering on mobile. So I give him big points on that and big marketing credit for that too, because he's done a masterful job on that. But here's the other thing, Ann. Dude, Brian has only been in role since September, which is like
Mhm.
less than 4 months,
Yeah.
so, and now you're introducing ceramic cups on a massive scale to roll out across the chain. That's a huge change. Like, I'm like, how long did you test that? Like, that's the type of thing to me that should be tested for at least 6 months, if not a year. So, and then the example thing too is like, or the other question I have is like, what about the environments themselves? Like I would say that the environments at Starbucks in general need to be improved. Like if I look at the variance between like the different stores that are around me, like the 3 different stores, they're all different environments. Like I'm not going to want
Mhm.
ceramic mugs in all of those. I might want them in some of them, but not all of them. So why am I rolling this out to all stores? So it feels like you're putting the cart before the horse,
Mhm.
before the horse. But I don't know. Maybe it's not that big of a change, but I just think like, not understanding the impact of spills, more mess, more tilt in the operations, that you have to evaluate it for longer because, if it doesn't work or causes some wrinkle down the line, then what do? Do you pull it back? I don't know. It just,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, this feels like leadership by fiat to me based on how quickly it's happening. And whenever leadership by fiat happens, that concerns me. So I'm a little worried about this in the long run.
What's leadership by fiat?
Yeah, it means
Never
like
heard that
decree.
term.
Like I'm
Okay.
this I'm smarter than everyone else, and this is what
Got
I'm
it.
going to tell our
Okay.
organization to do, regardless of testing it or understanding if
Mm.
it's the right move. This just feels like too fast for me. I'm not saying it's wrong,
Yeah.
but wow, it seems riskier to me than probably the media is going to pick up on, and then the impacts of the experience in the long run could be bad. Because like, what if? I mean, the Starbucks stores have not been very clean of late. Like, what if they're just sitting around, like just on
Yeah.
tables, like not picked up and stuff, and like, I don't know, it could just detract from the overall experience too.
Yeah, I mean, I think my bigger issue with this is like your whole goal is about throughput. Like you need to make more money as Starbucks. And this doesn't seem like a way. I don't understand how this is doing it or, like you said, introducing a new version of how you get your coffee and having to clean that and clean, mugs that are left around like you're taking people away from doing the work of making the coffee faster and getting
Well,
more product
yeah,
through. Like
you've
you're
always
you
been on the other side of this argument. You don't actually like that he's going
no,
this direction at all. You like just
no.
like getting the throughput, getting it in the hands, going faster,
Yes.
faster, faster. Right.
Yes, for sure. I don't think this makes any sense. The only thing I could think of is like now that you have ceramic mugs and they just put in this new rule, like you can't loiter at a Starbucks, you have to buy something. Like maybe now there's no lid on the cup, so they can be like, get out of here, your coffee's gone, go buy more, or get out of the store. So that's the only logic I have, which is a super stretch that they'd be able to see with a ceramic mug that there's no more coffee left and they can kick people out. That's it. That's all I got, Chris.
Really, that's what you think that's that? Wow, that's crazy. I
No,
don't.
I don't
Yeah,
really think that. I'm just
yeah, you don't
saying,
think that, but
like,
that's like
digging deep, I'm like, maybe with my ceramic, if I'm sitting at a table and I can have an empty cup sitting there for 4 hours, as we know some people like to do, like,
Yeah.
maybe then. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Okay, so let's put our money where our mouth is real quick on this. Let's eat what we cook, and let's go test this out this week when we're in Florida. But so you're saying having your coffee in a ceramic mug would have no impact on your desire to sit inside of a Starbucks?
No, I prefer not to have a ceramic mug actually.
Yeah.
Like in a Starbucks. Like I'm not there for long. I want to get in and get out. There's no Starbucks is still not an environment that makes me want to stay. So
Yeah.
there's no reason for me to have a ceramic mug in that place.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's kind of what I was trying to get at too, is I think like maybe, but it's not the first thing that needs to happen for me to feel like I want to stay there. Right?
Yeah.
It's like the third or fourth decision criteria for me of wanting to stay there, and the environment and the design of the environment and the cleanliness of the environment is first and foremost. So